Hey, hey, hey. So today I'm going to actually talk a little bit about how failure can act as a catalyst to your success. So, for those of you who do not know who I am and where I fell out of the, how did I fall out of the sky to open up this group? What motivated me to open up this group, basically. So, I am Canadian. However, I had been living abroad for many, many, many years. And I, as a native English speaker, naturally, and a teacher, I was able to open up my own EFL actually. It was English as a foreign language. Um, in the country that I was living in. And I had been living there for many, many years, so I knew the language and I knew the culture, so it was just a very natural situation. It was so natural that it was super, super easy because I didn't want to work for the school system any longer, and I wanted to open up my own business, and I had my vision, and it was great. I had a wonderful business. It was blooming. It was blossoming. I was teaching young learners because that's what I really wanted to do. That was my passion, to catch them when they're young and fresh, and they can really learn, and they can learn while having fun. And this was all new to me because I was actually a high school teacher and I was teaching at university. So all of this was really new, but it was great and I was loving it, okay? And I didn't have to advertise at all. It was all word of mouth. It was all referrals. It was great because it was working well. There was no, it was an automatic machine, and I didn't have to work at all for to advertise, and it was just running very smoothly. It grew so large that I had to actually bring on additional teachers to help me, and it was great until I decided that I wanted to leave and I wanted to come back to live in Canada. Now, this was my failure, we could call it, professionally, because even though I had done my homework and I knew that I wasn't really qualified to be an English teacher here in the school system, I could teach ESL, but I I killed it further by basically leaving the big city and living outside of the big cities where the ESL schools are. And that was it. I was out of a job. So that's how I turned to online teaching. And we won't go into that because I don't want to offend anybody who's doing it at the moment, including myself. But this was my failure, and I realized very, very soon into this process that I'm going to have to invent myself once again. And that's okay. And that's okay. And what I want you to kind of understand is sometimes it's okay to sort of hit, I call it rock bottom, because that's where you can start to really grow. And we talked a little bit about belief. Here I am, the English teacher. How do you know that I'm an English teacher? So we have belief, right? Okay, but we also need, I think, the 3 Ps, I call them. Okay, so we need to have passion. We need to be able to pursue what it is that our passion is leading us, and we also have to have patience. So passion and pursue the passion, and you have to have patience. So what do I mean by that? So first of all, you have to really think about what it is that you really have a passion for. It's not easy. It's not easy to kind of pinpoint, what am I passionate about? So I'm passionate about teaching English, yeah, maybe up to a certain point. Maybe I'm no longer really wanting to do that anymore, specifically in the situation that I'm in at the moment. I really have a passion for other things. So what is your passion? So really, this is really, really important to dig inside yourself and to think about what it is that you're passionate about. And that can take a while. And that's where you have to be, again, you have to have patience. It's really important to be patient and to allow yourself to go through that process of really thinking about what it is that you're passionate about. You might be passionate about a lot of things, but you have to kind of zoom into one so that you can start actually pursuing that passion and making it into basically something that's real and tangible, and that would be your business. Um, while you're pursuing your business, okay, there are a couple of things I marked them down on purpose so that I wouldn't transgress too much. Okay, um, it's really important that you surround yourself with like-minded, and I'm reading it from my page just to make sure that I get it right for you guys. Okay, you have to surround yourself with, and I know this from myself, this is my experience. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people, not toxic people who are going to constantly belittle you and say, you're not going to make it and you should continue doing what you're doing because that's stability, or that is the secure way of doing things, right? You want to be sure that you're going to be making a living. So you don't want to surround yourself with people like that. You want to surround yourself with people that have a vision, who are like-minded, who can relate to your vision, your mission, your ideas. People that'll be on the same page as you. And this will fuel, and it's really important that everything you do fuels this belief. Okay, you've got, everything has to fuel this belief, and that's one of the things. So everything, your passion, pursuing your passion, and your patience. We'll talk about patience in a minute because that's really hard. Okay, it's really important to fuel that belief. And one of the ways is by, again, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, getting online, getting into groups with people that want to do the same thing as you. As like I say, if you want to go it yourself, you want to open up your own business, go out and learn, get into groups. Today it's so amazing online. You can find so many courses. Some of them cost, some of them don't, some of them cost a lot. They're high ticket courses and some of them are low ticket courses. You'll have to pick and choose. I'll be able to help you along the line if you want, because I've chosen some courses, some of which have been amazing and I've learned so much. Another thing is believe. It's really important. I keep on saying this, believe, but seriously, believe that you can make this change, okay? Because again, this belief, this constant belief, I can do this, and I'm working towards this goal. I'm doing everything that I need to do to make this happen. This will continue to fuel your pursuit of what it is that you want to do. And this is super important. Failure along the way is inevitable. Okay, you're going to meet bumps along the way, and but this failure, and again, I want to call it failure because sometimes it's not mega failure. It might be just a mini bump in the road. This can also build you up. In what way? Like I said, I left where I was living, I left my business, and then I came back to Canada. This for me was a bump in the road because, oh no, I can't continue doing what I was doing so successfully, and now I'm going to have to reinvent myself once again. Like I said, I joined the online teaching industry. I was not happy with it, to say the least. So again, this could be seen as a failure. It's not a failure. This is your journey. This is helping you basically shape your passion. Okay, again, this is helping you shape your passion, and all of these things, if you think of it this way, this keeps you on the straight and narrow so that you can, again, pursue what it is that you really want to do. I'm going to say something that that might sound a little strange and might even annoy you a little bit. When we think of opening up our business or a business, we right away think of, we want to make money. True. We do want to make money. In the end of the day, not only do we want to, but we have to make money. Otherwise, right, there's no way that we can exist. However, that cannot be the end all of your belief and of your passion. Your mindset has to be different. Your mindset has to be, hi Noreen. Thank you for joining me. Um, your mindset has to be where I really want to make a difference. I want to make an impact. I want to solve a problem for somebody. And this is where you're going to be able to take that passion of yours, be it today they were talking about, just jokingly, it was just so funny, basket weaving, underwater basket weaving. So maybe somebody really wants to know how to do some underwater basket weaving, okay? And you're going to be helping those people do that, and they'll love you for it, okay? And in the end, you're also going to be making money. So that's how the mindset has to be. And we as teachers, it's if we haven't been in business for ourselves, it kind of is strange because we've worked for other companies. We've worked for somebody, and we've basically just done our job, and we've never thought about, we thought about the impact, but we never thought of basically how we first have to create this impact, and that's our passion, right? We have to create this impact, and from there, from that point, when you create your impact, you'll also be able to monetize on it and capitalize on it. And that's basically how it has to go. It's not like, okay, how am I going to make money? How am I going to make money? Because that's probably not going to work. It's probably going to be very short-lived. It's the long term that you have to think about, and it's that mindset is, how am I actually impacting people? How am I going to really help people do something that they really want to do? And that's where your passion is. And that will keep, if you keep on fueling your passion with the goal that you're going to actually help these people do what it is that they want to do, to create whatever it is that they want to create, this will keep you in line with your ability to pursue what it is that you want to do. And the road bumps along the way, you'll be able to meet up with these challenges and deal with these challenges, and that will just keep you going. I know this for me. I know, but I'm kind of new in all of this. Again, I had my business, but I didn't have to work at it because, like I said, it was word of mouth, and I had referrals going right, left, and center. I was very spoiled in that way, and I just had to show up for my students and create great lessons, great classes, great curriculum. I had to show up for my teachers, make sure that they were happy and satisfied. I had to show up I was teaching young children at that point, young learners. I had to show up for the parents. That was easy. That was because I'm a professional, so it came naturally, and I was very passionate about it. Was I a great businesswoman? I'm not so sure. And I'm now learning. This is my learning curve, because I'm really learning now what it is, how to really start from scratch, taking your passion and building whatever it is that you want to build. But first, again, you have to have the passion. You have to believe that you're on the right path and take that leap of faith, and it's not easy. And like I said, surround yourself with people that are going to support you, and take courses that are going to continue fueling that belief and that passion, and be patient. Don't compare yourselves to others in your industry, because it's just gonna crush you. You have to basically compare yourself to you. Okay, where was I X months ago? Where was I a year ago? Where am I now? Am I in a better place? Okay, am I doing what I have to do to achieve my goal? How am I doing? Am I really achieving what it is that I want to do? So that's who you compare yourself to. You don't compare yourself to the millionaires that are like crushing it every day, because that'll just kill you, and then you're going to want to throw in the towel and give up. And that's failure. The only time it's failure is when you throw in the towel and you give up on your dream on your belief, on your passion, on your ability to pursue something, you weren't patient with yourself. So these are the 3 P's. This is already, it's been marked, it's been rubbed out. The English teacher with the whiteboard. So passion and pursue your passion and patience. I actually should have written pursuit, right? Pursuit was a noun. Okay, doesn't matter. This was, again, something that I really wanted to come online. I'm in the middle of my course now. They were talking a little bit about failure, and I was trying to think about how I could take my take on failure. It's, again, it doesn't have to be going bankrupt, okay? It doesn't have to be huge failure. It could be just a bump in the road. But the more we work on our challenges and we overcome our challenges, that will build us really well. What do they say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's really true. It really is true. And that's why it's so important. That's why I wanted to start this group. This was my passion. I was thinking, wow, we're all kind of, not everybody. By the way, there's some people here in this group that are really crushing it as far as business goes, and they're doing amazing things. They're at a different point in their business. Some of us are just beginning or just sort of working on what it is that we really want to do. We know we want to make a change. That's the beginning. That's the first step. We know we are good learners because we're teachers, so we know how to learn. Can we implement what we are learning? That's a big question, right? Ask yourself that. Am I implementing what I'm learning? But again, patience. You have to give yourself patience because it's a process. It's not something that we do. It's not a get rich quick kind of thing. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to get online and to share with you guys. You'll be able to catch this video whenever you have a moment. For you. Again, this was important for me. It was important for me to start this group. Somebody thought that I was selling something, and no, the only thing I'm doing here is creating a conversation, because I think that that's lacking in our industry. We're not talking enough about it. So many of us are discouraged, and we want to create a different lifestyle for ourselves. We want the freedom. We want to be our own boss, but we don't really know how to go about doing it. And there are ways, there are options out there. But again, the first thing is your passion, okay? You got to nail it. What is your passion? What is it that you feel that how can you make an impact on this world? It sounds, I know, very grandiose, but it isn't. It really is that. It really is that. In the end of the day, how can you create an impact on somebody? When I say somebody, it's a few people, right? Hopefully. How can you create an impact and help somebody out there who is going to need your product, services, and business opportunities, whatever it is that you're offering up? And I'm sure you can find it, because we all have something inside us. And especially we as teachers, we definitely have something to share with the world. We just have to find that niche and carve it out for ourselves and go ahead with it. So really, everybody, I don't know if my internet is dying on me. I really hope that you enjoyed what you heard, and write comments. Write, if you caught the replay, please write it down in the comments below. And I hope to see you again very soon. And please engage in the group. Ask questions. Start conversations. You can even have a debate with people. That's great. Pick other people's brains, because we've got people here with businesses and they're doing pretty well. So let's do it. I want to wish everybody a great afternoon. Bye-bye.